If Jesus came to make things right, why do so many things still feel so wrong here on earth? Why is there still pain, loss, divorce, cancer, despair? Why do the evil prosper? Why does it feel like we can take one step forward only to take 2 steps back? There's something missing, something greater, something more. There's something inside all of us that knows that there's more to life than what we have. A presence that we long for. A presence that might fulfill our deepest yearnings and answer our biggest questions. Throughout history, mankind has chased after this presence. It's like we're all born with an empty throne in our hearts, and there's not one person, culture, people, or tribe that has not tried to place something on this throne. This throne never remains empty. It's been filled by statues, gods, idols, riches, rulers, and ideas. Every society has expressed the longing for a higher presence in some way. Most people, if they had really learned to look into their own hearts, would know that they do want, and want acutely, something that cannot be had in this world. There are all sorts of things in this world that offer to give it to you, but they never quite keep their promise. If we find ourselves with a desire that nothing in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that we were made for another world. Noah, Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Ruth, they all lived lives for something beyond themselves, for the promise of greater things. All these people were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised. They only saw them and welcomed them from a distance, admitting that they were foreigners and strangers on earth. People who say such things show that they are looking for a country of their own. If they'd been looking for the country that they left, they would have had opportunity to return. Instead, they were looking for a better country, a heavenly one. Therefore, God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them. For the people of Israel, they longed for a Savior, but along the way became lost as many formed their own ideas of what he would look like. They wanted a mighty warrior who would overthrow the government and establish their people in their rightful place. But he didn't come with a sword, and he didn't bring down the angel armies. He simply brought his presence. He brought himself. He would turn the world on its head, bringing mighty men to their knees. He would display the glory of God in total perfection, radiating holiness to all humanity. They wanted him to fit in their box, but he didn't. And he doesn't fit in ours either. He doesn't always come the way we think he should. He doesn't always change our circumstances. He doesn't always bring healing. He doesn't always bring answers, but he does always bring himself, and he always brings his presence. And in his presence is the fullness of joy. You think you have no hope. You are afraid that nothing will ever change. You have wounds that need healing. You feel so alone sometimes. Your past sins and choices have left you ridden with shame and guilt. The losses of this life cause you deep sadness. The anger is sometimes hard to suppress. There is hope. There is something greater, something more.